and welcome to Lumen this day. In this world, every minute, every second that passes, there is news that come up, and on this program, we pick some of the news items and then dissect them together with you, our dear viewers. My name is Sydney Mwamainda, and I'm joined by Vincent Perry to do justice to today's program. Vincent, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much, Sydney, and welcome viewers. And of course, Sydney, like you said, this is your program. We want to also to hear your views. You can also call us or send us your SMS, or also make your contribution on our socials.
Vincent and dear viewers, the stories that we have today, we're looking at, of course, in the sports world, Zambia in particular, there is a discontinued financial support to the football house, and this is in regard to the senior national football team. That is one story that we are looking at, but also we look at being the election year, ECZ launches mass voter registration for 2026 is another story we are looking at. And then, the Catholic Women Organization of the Archdiocese of Lusaka pumped in a 7.1 million kwacha for seminarian fund for 2025. But of course, the sad story where we see 24 cattle die in Limununga, and this is by lightning. That's the first story that we're going to delve into, Vincent.
Yeah, it's a sad story, Sydney. Let me just look at what the write-up is here. 24 cattle belonging to a peasant farmer have been struck and killed by lightning in Katioka village, Nemulunga district. The incident occurred around 1845 hours on Sunday, October 12, 2025. Limulunga East Ward Councillor Lumen confirmed the incident to ZNBC and described it as deeply unfortunate. Mr. Muyunda stated that the disaster component of the Constituency Development Fund (CDF) may be utilized to assist the affected farmers in recovering the loss.
Yes, Vincent, we have a video to this effect. Maybe we just get to the video and see what the story is all about. Then we'll come back and talk.
George Nyambe, 56 years old farmer of Limulunga District, Western Province, is left in a pool of tears after his cattle were struck by lightning last evening on Sunday, 12th October 2025 at around 1845 hours. The incident happened in Katoya village where he does his farming. Out of 26 cattle, 24 have been killed in a blink of an eye, which includes 2 calves, and only 2 cows survived the tragedy.
Navani, 1845. Nokuna ni pula ene nela ene watakunela cho ene na ni mamonya mangata ngatahulu kona mafelelezo artist kulimane kulikeile ngaliko muzaka ze 24 mamlaka kusia ze perifera ze pila mine nikupa muso wavo HH mane ni maluko kaufela muso nikukopa nyacho ni sichaba kaufela kuli kambe nikafumana mone nikapilela.
My ward sits on the upper side of the district and he does his farming in the lower land, which is his home village, which is Katoya. So we hope and pray through the disaster management and mitigating unit to be able to provide incentives that can at least be able to keep the family afloat for a minimum period of time.
Meanwhile, the Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock has since urged livestock farmers to consider insuring their animals against natural calamities such as lightning, floods, and disease outbreaks. Sibasodikezo, ZNBC News, Limulunga District.
Okay, so there we have it, dear viewers. 24 cattle die in Limulunga. What a sad occurrence to this farmer who lost his animals. These are animals are not easy to grow, Vincent. They take years for them to grow and to reach that level, and then you lose them. And in Africa, in our tradition, that is his wealth, and it has gone just like that. And there is an appeal that maybe a constituency development fund should be used to help this farmer.
Yeah, I think he needs the help, Sydney, from the CDF and probably other well-wishers, because, from 26, he only remains with 24 gone in just a blink of an eye. What strike me, Sydney, also is at the time when this is happening, usually people would expect lightning to strike during the rain season, but this is just maybe the beginning of the rain season, and like in our in Lusaka and many other parts, we haven't even seen any rain at the moment. But if such things are happening, then it's some kind of concern, Sydney.
Are you pointing to the fact that perhaps this is a magic?
Not really, Sydney.
Okay.
I'm also looking at maybe if it's during the rain season, people would say they are prepared for such kind of occurrences. But when it happens like this time, I mean, no one expects such a thing to happen. And then it strikes, 24 are gone. And kind of mysterious, Sydney, because just that particular farmer is affected.
Yeah, so there is this call that maybe the Constituency Development Fund may be used. I'm sure this is a fund that has got proper instructions on who should use, how it should be used. And I don't know if it goes to that extent of helping an individual farmer who has lost out. I don't know. But I know there's money, maybe social welfare, whatever, for the old, for those that are maybe differently abled and the like. But I don't know that one, but it's up to maybe the authorities charged with that fund to look into that. But of course, one thing again that came out is that perhaps it is just a wake-up call for us as people. When you have a property, is it a house, is it animals like we've seen, that we insure our property, so that in cases of calamity, no one can actually tell that tomorrow this may happen. Even health, life policies, their insurance and all that. Maybe that's one thing that people need, as people actually, we need to begin to consider. Go on Veritas General Insurance and get to know how they can help with.
Is that supposed to be an advert?
Supposed to, right now, no. Of course, Veritas are our partners, so that's why I'm proud to mention them, so that people can look out for them. I'm sure they have such policies. Vincent, let us move before you accuse me of advertising for other many people or institutions. The next story is the Catholic Women Organization, CWO, for the Archdiocese of Lusaka, announced a milestone fundraising achievement on Saturday, surpassing last year's total to raise a remarkable 7,166,578 kwacha 50 ngwe for the formation of future priests. The funds collected during a ceremony held at DMI St. Eugene University exceeded the previous year's contribution of was it 4 million?
4,818,000.
I thought it was 5, scoring the organization's continued commitment to nurturing vocations. So the theme for this year for this seminarian presentation was a journey of hope inspiring vocations, and that commenced with a Holy Mass that brought together the clergy, seminarians, parish leaders and well-wishers. After the Holy Mass, a check representing the proceeds was presented to two prominent church leaders, Archbishop of Lusaka, Most Reverend Dr. Eric Banda, and Reverend Edwin Mwansa Mulando of the Catholic Diocese of Mpika, who is also the pastoral activities bishop at ZCCB, was there to in support of his brother Bishop. Vincent, we have a video to this effect, and let's just see how the women did it.
Number one, Aba Niba Eva Big Machine. Namfetuation. Benanga tuade bati tupenishi bale tupera mkwai. Noktirapo. Eva the Big Machine of the Archdiocese of Lusaka. Our tuaro mbelefe 1,200,000.
So, dear viewers, that's how the women did it there, presenting 7.1 million kwacha to the Archbishop of Lusaka for the formation of the future priest. And that is making a difference of 2 million from last year's presentation. Vincent, this is commendable to our mothers.
Yeah, a commendable Sydney one, because look, it takes a lot of money, Sydney, to educate a priest, and dioceses and I don't know, cannot manage on their own, but with the help of the Catholic Women Organization, I think this is helpful, because look, they need a lot of things that they need. They spend so many years in the formation, so I think this is a commendable one, Sydney, and especially that it is going up as much as the economy is dwindling, the amounts also are going up. I think it is helpful, Sydney.
It's a pure Promax sacrifice by the families, of course by the women themselves, and the Archbishop was very clear. He thanked them, in the most possible words that he could find, even singing a song for the women in appreciation. And he acknowledged actually that, like you've said, that the economy is not doing well. There are many constraints. However, the women are able to sacrifice and to give to the church. And he mentioned that this money actually is helping a great deal. He mentioned now priests or seminarians in formation in Emmaus, in Mpima, in St. Dominic's. He mentioned in Tanzania. He mentioned in America. And he mentioned that these funds are actually now even helping those young priests who been recommended or seconded for further studies. He says this is the money that is helping him and the church to train the priests so that we can have top notch priests who minister to different people. Yeah, they have to be up to speed as well in their training, so that they do the things with the confidence that they need. Yeah, so that is about that story. And then, dear viewers, your comments, your phone calls are most welcome to this program. Vincent, the other story we look at is the Electoral Commission of Zambia, ECZ, has officially launched the mass voter registration exercise in preparation for the 2026 general elections. The exercise will run from 13th October, that was yesterday, to November 11th, 2025, targeting both new and existing voters. ECZ chairperson Mwangala Zalomes says the commission will facilitate the registration of new voters, replacement of lost and damaged voters' cards, voter transfers for those who have changed residence, and correction of names for existing voters with errors. Chairperson Ms. Zalomes assured the public that the ECZ has deployed trained facilitators across the country to ensure a smooth and efficient registration process. She also noted that the Commission is accrediting observers and monitors to uphold transparency and credibility. The ECZ chairperson also urged all eligible Zambians, particularly those who have recently turned 18 or will reach 18 years of age by April 2026, to register, provided they are Zambian citizens and hold a valid national registration card, that is NRC. Vincent, do we need a video to this effect?
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Maybe in the interest of time, we can, I think I read the whole write-up. Maybe we can just dissect it.
Yeah, I think it's important, Sydney. It's something that they just have to do, because we are now going into approaching the election year, which is 2026 next year, and the earlier the better, because usually we have all these problems that comes in where people at the last minute they are told you can't vote here because maybe you registered from somewhere else, and so on, such kind of things, errors that are there and so on. It's better they are done now, and come August next year, people are ready to vote, and without any problems that can come on.
Yeah, so Vincent, me key in what the chairperson was saying that we need, of course, citizens who are Zambians to register. And that to be done, it means we need also transparency and accountability, but also, yes, we are told it's mass registration, but these mass registrations should be efficient, because I know we have many Zambians, and we need to ensure that as many as possible register, and these that register should be Zambians. But because when these things, they say the process justifies the end. So if the process is well done, beginning with the registrations, then even the election, when it comes, then we'll say it was credible, transparent, and all that. But when we mess up with the registrations, we have people registering who are not Zambians, for example, then it is like people say Calamity Georgia. One person used to say that. Yeah, so that's what we need, and above all, a lot of sensitization, because people, they have other things to do. If they have not heard this announcement, people will see it. When the day ends, we are told from 13th to 11th November. It is not so much of a long period. It's a shorter period, looking at how, as people we take issues, people would be seated, they'll wait for the last day to go there, you'll find there are queues and everything. So there is supposed to be a lot of sensitization. This process is very important, and elections are very important. We cannot say we are a country of 20 plus and we just have 5 million people voting. What are we doing to ourselves? Everyone should have a say on who is elected, be it a councillor, be it an MP, and more so who is to be a president, or the president. Yes, Vincent, which one is the next one?
The next one is, of course, the government has suspended financial support to Football Association of Zambia following Chipolopolo's poor form. The article reads, the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Arts has suspended government financial support to the Football Association of Zambia FAZ due to the senior men's national team's persistent poor performance following their recent defeat. It has also warned other federations to rectify their internal issues. Following the suspension of a government's fund to the Football Association of Zambia, the Ministry of Sports and Arts has demanded FAZ to provide a detailed justification for why government should continue funding the association. In a letter written to Football Association of Zambia, Minister of Youth, Sports and Arts Permanent Secretary Kangwa Chilishe expressed that despite the country's financial constraint, government continued providing financial resources to senior men's football team, but the team continued its poor form. Football Association of Zambia Vice President Mutale Ngandu has confirmed the elevation that the association lost its excess of 2 million, partly due to suspected black market ticket sales in the sold out of match between Zambia and Morocco on September 8, 2025. Ngandu told journalists in Ndola yesterday, that was the other day, that the association collected only 1.2 million revenue for gate taking when it estimated to go home with 4 million. So, Sydney, these are some of the anomalies that are happening in Sydney. And of course, Zambia had its fair share of bad results in recent times, only recording one win this year, and that was the game that they played away in Tanzania. They won 1-0. All these games that they've been playing, they have been losing. So, government is concerned, and they can't be supporting an organization that is not bringing results, Sydney.
Yeah, Vincent, I think for me, government is justified. It's justifiable because I think they spend quite a good share of money to sports. In this case, and we should be very clear, we are talking about the senior national soccer team. We are not talking about any of the the national under teams, so to say. We are talking about the national team, and the coach, for example, we are told he gets figures are there. He gets about 25,000 US dollars, yes. And about half of that comes from government, and we are talking of per month. And from the 3 points that they've put there, one of the things they're questioning is actually the capability of the coach to post the results. That is one thing they are talking about. Reasons why government funding should not be suspended or terminated. Okay, that's one thing. But I know they are talking of delivering results. It's point number 2. Steps to be taken to monitor and ensure that the head coach is delivering according to agreed terms of his contract. So that's one. But besides that, government also spends colossal amounts in terms of course, taking in consideration the meager resources that Zambia has, even from the budget of other sectors like health, education. Sports is also there. They give allowances, is it camp allowances, winning bonuses, drawing bonuses, flight tickets and everything. So it's quite a lot. And government has said the funds should justify why they should continue to receive the money. And Vincent, everywhere where someone gives money, they will question.
Yeah.
They will question, why is this not happening? Why are you not doing this? I think it's just right for me, that they suspend, and then FAS has been given time to respond. It should be, is it a week or 2 weeks, in which they should respond and justify why government should continue giving them. And then just as me, as Sydney Vincent, the way now soccer has become, I think even you understand, football has become a business, a huge business that makes a lot of money. You see, to an extent that governments in some countries, they are being helped by this sector of sports. You see, they go to the World Cup, they win, they bring monies, and the government gets something from there. But 60 plus years of independence, Zambia, the government continues funding, and we see no results. Look at Cape Verde, the population of 544,000 people. They've qualified to the World Cup for the first time, you see, coming out top of the group. But they are few, as we are 20 plus. And for a long time, we've been calling ourselves a powerhouse. And what has become of us? And government is also asking that there should be transparency, like the other issue that you brought up. Government first should explain how I should be transparent on how they use these monies that they are giving. And all those are reasons that government is now taking back their monies. They will continue helping the under 17, helping under 20, helping the women, athletics, and the other things. Because apart from football being a business, they also go out there whenever they travel. People ask, from which country does this team that is playing well coming from? From Zambia. Oh, what else do they have? They have a Victoria Falls. And you find people coming, you see? But with losing, who is going to ask where do you come from and what type of attraction are you going to bring in order to bring in more resources? I'm in support.
Yeah, somehow, Sydney, because I think they need to wake up. I think they've been sleeping for a long time and depending so much on government on certain things that I think they can even do on their own. I don't think they can fail to raise certain amounts to help themselves. But yeah, of course, they do need government support here and there. But I think it's high time they rethink, especially looking at the result on the ground, because they are not bringing in the result that everyone is expecting.
And they are just 22 players.
Yes.
Of the 20 million Zambians.
Yes, they are not bringing the results that everyone else is expecting. If we talk about a project, 2013 up to now, we're supposed to have maybe lifted another AFCON and maybe gone to the World Cup. But if we are still coming in the group where there is Tanzania, there is Niger, we are coming second from last.
Imagine.
Even Tanzania is beating us. So, I mean, I think we...
Beating us at home, not elsewhere.
Yeah, beating us at home, even on the log standing. Tanzania is above Zambia because Tanzania has got...
now we can't even play against Swatini with hearts relaxed that we're going to beat them against Zimbabwe. Everyone is beating us.
Yeah, I mean...
and you want to be every time try and error.
Yeah, and the problem is that we are not improving.
Yeah, we
were better before. Now we are not going down because those days, like you say, Sydney, if Zambia is playing against Malawi, is playing against Eswatini, is playing against Lesotho, it's a well-known result. You know that we have collected 3 points, but now we are playing Lesotho. You are thinking, are we going to win them, or is it going to be a draw? Are we going to lose? I mean, these are countries that we are supposed to be beating home and away. Those days, Zambia would say they are going to play against Malawi. Would say we're going to take our B side, and they will win.
Our fellow elders were Nigeria, Ghana,
yes,
Morocco,
yes,
Egypt. Even those teams actually we used to beat them.
We used to beat them when we were playing them. They used to fear us.
Senegal, Mali. Why should we be fearing?
Yeah, but now these are teams that when they come, you know that. It's a 5-0 or what?
Atukalibe kutamba face kuika BP machine hapana do and the like. Yeah, and I know, Vincent, that in football there is also politics, and then for me again, the other thing, I'm happy that with this government it is happening when those people who like to bring politics in everything. Of course, in football there's also politics, and we know that it is there. People have been saying, no, Keith Mwemba is UPND guy, and like even to the run-up to the election, and they are suspending funding in the reign of Keith Mwemba, not Kamanga, which is good. So it means there's an intent. They mean well. So, Vincent, let's end here, and dear viewers, thank you very much for following us, and until we come back on Thursday, continue watching Lumen TV Zambia. From us, it's bye.